This video is going to go over how to use equations with triangles to find missing angles inside. The first thing we need to know is the sum of all three of the interior angles of a triangle always adds up to be this one magical number. You might have already learned about it, but it is 180 degrees. When you add all three of them together, no matter what type of triangle you have, equilateral, isosceles, scalene, they all have a sum of 180 degrees. So the way you can set these up, if you have an equilateral triangle, all the angles are the same, so I could use the same letter all three times. I could put A plus A plus A, or 3A equals 180. So if I wanted to label these, I could zoom in on this picture, and then I could label this angle A, angle A, angle A. Because they're all the same size, that's why I use the same letter. Then on an isosceles triangle, the second one, isosceles means two equal sides. So these lines over here on the left and right side are equal in length, and their angles that are at the bottom of them are also equal in length. So I could say A plus A, those are the two equal angles, and then plus B equals 180, or 2A plus B is 180. So again, if I zoom in, these two that are the same, I could be listed as an A, and then the third one I could list as B because it's a different amount. The final type of triangle we're going to look at today is scalene. Scalene means nothing is the same. They're all different. The lengths of the lines plus the measurements of the angles, nothing is equal. So I need to use three different letters because none of them are the same, but they still add up to be a total of 180. So if I zoom in, I can label these, and it doesn't really matter what order they go in, but A plus B plus C would equal my 180 degrees. All right, so now we're going to look at some examples. This first one, all the angles are a different amount, so this is going to be like A plus B plus C. I'm just going to label these with those letters instead of X, Y, and Z. So I'm going to say this is A, I'm going to say this is B, I'm going to say this is C. Okay, so when I go to combine, no matter what, the triangle always equals 180. So I'm going to zoom in to where I can now form my equation. Angle A was 30. Angle B was 25. Angle C is 4x plus 25. And then the sum is always 180 degrees when you combine the three together. So now I need to combine like terms. I only have one value that has a variable, so it's just going to stay the same, 4x. However, I do have three different values that are constant amounts. I have 30 plus 25 plus 25. So I would now combine those together. If you like box and circle, box and underline, that's up to you. So 30 plus 25 plus 25. 25 and 25 is 50 plus 30 is 80. Okay, so now I know the value of those constant numbers is 80, and then the whole entire thing is 180 degrees. Now I'm just going to solve like a normal equation so I can find the value of x. I need to isolate the variable, so I'm going to get rid of this constant number. When I do that, now it allows me to bring down the 4x. The 80s cancel out, and 180 minus 80 is 100. Final step is divide by 4, and when you do that, you get x equals 25. So the value of just x by itself is 25. Then I could put it into this little spot right here and do 4 times 25 plus 25 if I needed to know the measurement of the whole entire angle. But right now I'm just going to say the value of x is 25. If I did come over here, I would put that there and say 4 times 25 because that's what I got for x, plus 25. So 100 plus 25. That whole angle now equals 125. So this whole entire value right now is 125 degrees. If you had to know the whole entire angle, you'd say 125. If the question only wanted the value of x, then you stop here and just say the value of x is 25. Okay, so now let's look at one more example. This one already has the letters A, B, and C, so I'm just going to keep those there. Angle A is 2x, angle B is 3x minus 20, and angle C doesn't have a number, but it has this right angle box symbol. So I'm going to just use my pen and go ahead and fill that in with a 90. Now when I go to build my equation, angle A is 2x, angle B is 3x minus 20. And then angle C is 90, so plus 90. And then together, it all equals 180. Okay, this time I have two amounts with a variable. 2x plus 3x is 5x. And then the amounts that I have for the constant values, it says minus 20 plus 90. So I do have to do minus 20, not add 20. I'm combining them. 90 minus 20 is 70. So now I have plus 70, and the total is still 180 for the whole triangle. Now we'll just solve like a normal equation. Isolate your variables. So I'm going to get rid of one of the 70. Then that allows me to bring down my 5x. The 70s cancel out. And 180 minus 70 is 110. Last step is divide by 5. And then that would tell me that x equals 22. If the question just said what's the value of x, I would say x is 22. If it asked me to find the measurement of a specific angle, then that's when I would come back in here. And for this one, I would do 2 times 22. For this one, I would do 3 times 22 minus 20 to get the value of b. But for this one, I won't work it out. I'll just stop with the value of x on that one since we already did it on the one above to show you what to do.